thought it looked cool. I don't know anything about tarot reading. Do I even go into this? I used to have such a big crush on him. I still kind of do. So I used to be a theater kid. This is Bartholomew. Is it a fire hazard? Probably. Hello. Welcome to this video. Today I wanted to do a tour of all the art in my apartment. I've lived here for 2.5 years with my partner. It's a 60 square meter apartment, and definitely one of its selling points and one of my points of pride is the art. I posted a TikTok a while ago comparing like what the apartment looked like when my partner and I first moved in versus what it looked like a year after we moved in, and all the decor was in place, and it went kind of viral, and it was really cool seeing that many people see the way I decorated the space and enjoy it. So I wanted to do a more in-depth tour. I really like making art. I also like collecting it from flea markets and thrift stores, and I've received a lot of beautiful art as commissions and gifts. So I wanted to also explain the story behind everything that's here. I guess we can start with my background. This is probably the most decorated part of the apartment. It's supposed to be like a mantle for a TV, but we don't have a TV. I'm gonna hold the mic because I know I'm gonna get really excited and like raise my voice and make it like really loud and horrible. So this is my background. This is where I like shooting all of my videos and taking lots of photos for social media. I don't even know where to start. This crochet vine is something that I made when I first started crochet. So my partner graduated last summer and this tassel was from his graduation cap. I had this phase last summer where I made a bunch of these perler bead crafts. I didn't know where to put them, so I kind of just hung them all over the apartment. I've got a crocheted mushroom here. On this side, there's this dream catcher that I also got at a flea market from like 10 years ago. But this is another like wax bead mushroom that I made. I'm gonna take this off so that the rest of the background is visible. Oh. We've got the Fool and the Sun.
That's the moon.
That's the moon. Never mind. I can't read. It's in German. Leave me alone. I've got the major arcana hung all around the apartment. I thought it looked cool. I don't know anything about tarot reading. During COVID, I started journaling. I kind of blacked out and took all of my childhood books and mutilated them and cut out all of the pictures. So a lot of these clippings here, like this one and this one here, was from childhood books that I got from thrift stores like when I was 6. Postcard from a flea market. I used to work at this ramen place and they had these labels that they never used, but I thought the graphic design was really cool. So I also have a bunch of these scattered all around the apartment. This sticker here I found on a lamppost during a really nice sunny day in town, so I peeled it off to preserve the memory. I have a lot of fond memories from when I first moved here. These coins are really special. I was still trying to figure out the public transport. I didn't have a ticket home, and this girl that I just met from my study association gave me a handful of change to help me get home. This is what's left of it. This is just a tequila bottle from one of the parties from my student association. When I finished getting my driver's license, I found this dessert token in my coat pocket. I think I was wearing a coat that I borrowed from my mom, and I somehow convinced myself that it was a good luck token, and it was the reason why I passed my driver's exam, so I've kept it ever since. This tiger is probably the oldest illustration of mine that I have. I just have a very fond memory of sitting in the kiln room of the art building at my middle school and like doing the line art for this. I still think it's really pretty, and I don't even think I could paint like that now if I tried to. During COVID, when I first moved here, I had kind of a phase where I would just draw like traditional realistic graphite illustrations. I just copied this illustration from a photograph that I found on Pinterest. I like doing like shadows and human bodies. I had 2 guitar picks here. I used to play a lot of guitar, but not anymore. But this one's in use now because my partner has decided to pick up guitar, and now he's using all of my abandoned instruments, which is really cool. Okay, I think that's everything here. So this is funny. I'm gonna take everything off of it first. This was actually the first crochet pattern that I designed. It's a little trinket dish in the shape of a lily pad, and it's got a mushroom. I don't wear a lot of jewelry, so I put it up here and I use it to just store this little amethyst crystal. These are fake pigeon eggs. Do I even go into this? There's a pigeon couple that live on our balcony, and once they lay eggs, we're gonna birth control them by replacing the real ones with fake ones, so the real ones don't hatch. As much as I love pigeons, letting them hatch is kind of dooming them to a life on the streets, so it's better to we're gonna do that. Okay, now we're above the mantle, still on that same wall. This crow was actually here when we moved in. It's like glued to the mantle. I've named him Redrum, which is murder backwards because I'm emo. This is a basket I got off of Facebook Marketplace, and in it is this little kitty plush. And I actually got this from my ex-roommate. He was the first friend I made here in Amsterdam, so this is very sentimental plushie, and he always stays here. Up here is a painting that my partner made, the Grim Reaper, and he's got a dead kitty. I love the color here. It's like crimson. I don't know. I think this is such a lovely painting, so I keep it up here. This couch I got at a thrift store like 2 years ago. I just thought it was so cute because like it's a tiny couch, but I didn't really know what to do with it. It was just taking up space until recently. I was at a flea market and I found these two frogs and I just fell in love immediately, and I didn't have any money on me. I didn't plan on buying anything, but I saw these. Actually, I saw the one first, and then I turned around and I saw the other one and I was like, I have to take them home together. So I begged my friend for a 10 euro note so that I could buy them. And now they're up here on the couch overseeing the whole apartment. I think they're paperweights or like doorstops because they're really heavy. This is a print that I got at a market in Berlin. I thought it was so cute. I love this kitty cat because she looks like she's like scowling out the window. It was really expensive, like 60 euros, and I wasn't sure if I wanted it, especially because the bars kind of give this like cage effect. But then I thought if I put it in this specific spot on my mantle and I surround it with these hanging plants, that it would look really nice and homely, and it does. This is my absolute favorite painting in our apartment. It's my partner and I if we were pigeons, and I painted it as a gift for our first anniversary. This is a Letterman hat that he would always wear, and the female one has this silver ring that I used to always wear. And I've got fairy lights. Ta-da! If we tilt, this is another anniversary gift. No, Valentine's Day. It's a bouquet of paper flowers. I think that's all for this wall. Hi! Not the poop. This is the second wall. So when I first started decorating this place, I was really inspired by Pandora from Avatar. I got this poster from IKEA because I loved the kind of oversized, funky looking plants. What the apartment more evokes is kind of like a cottagecore, kind of whimsical feel. The last person who visited said it was like stepping into a fairy tale, which I'm not complaining about. I'm still trying to figure out how to evoke like a more otherworldly alien feel to it. I think this is quite Pandora-like, this big IKEA poster. These are prints from a book about cats. This one here and this one. We've got the lovers and more graphite drawings. This is just another photo that I found from Pinterest. I think the model's name is Tommy Hackett. This is Josh Kiska, the singer from Greta Van Fleet. I used to have such a big crush on him. I still kind of do. And I'm really proud of this illustration. I think it has the most definition out of all of my old graphite drawings. We've got a pigeon, self-explanatory. We've got my passport photo. I think I kind of mogged and like I only needed one photo, so I put the second one up here for everybody to admire. I think that's all for this wall. This wall is probably going to take the most explaining because everything here is very sentimental. This is right above my desk where I do all my work. These two big green posters are from Knits and Notes. It's this little event management company that I'm a part of. And we host events for crafters to come together, and we do like film screenings together. We watch live performances and we chat and network. This poster is from an event where we screened When Harry Met Sally, and I did an introductory film lecture. Right after doing the lecture, I had to run into the lobby, write my take-home exam. I ended up getting a really good grade even though I was so stressed. That's a really fond memory. It was my first time like hosting a lecture in front of such a big group of people. This one is from our Knits and Tits event where we launched kind of a Playboy magazine of women wearing knitwear with a feminist twist. So I used to be a theater kid when I was in school. I recently met up with my old drama teacher during a vacation to London, and he gave me some old photos of the plays that he directed with me in it. That's me being an angsty teenager in the back of a car. And this one was about a bunch of kids on a spaceship. This is a drawing that my old roommate did. The same roommate that I got the kitty cat from. It says, "No strings attached, my legs are." I don't know what that means. Birthday flowers. There's these caricature drawings. So this one a friend of ours did at like 3 a.m. after New Year's in a snack bar. This is another one that was done at an event my partner and I went to. This one I love so much. I commissioned one of my friends to do it as a birthday gift. It's my partner and I, and on his shoulder is a little mouse with a blueberry, and on my head is a pigeon. At this point, you'll probably have noticed the common pigeon theme going on throughout the apartment. Here's me as a kid with a dove on my head, a postcard with more pigeons in it, clipping from an animal book, chickens. I don't know what to say. I have a lot of fond memories from London. I love traveling there, as you can tell. So I've got a £1 coin. So we went to see Magic Mike live, and this was like the dollar bills that we could throw at the dancers. It says, "In Unicorn We Trust," and my Oyster card that I keep up here when it's not in use. This is a recycled token from a festival I went to last summer. So I used to live in the US, and I was in 4th grade when I moved away. My wonderful 4th grade teacher drew me this beautiful illustration of a dragon. He drew it because back in 4th grade I wrote this piece of prose, like a short story, about this mountain with these magic dragons living in it. So he wrote me a poem. "The world is not too big for the dragon. Friends are never too far away. Memories are never gone for the dragon. In the dragon's heart, they always stay. Little dragon girl, I love you. I will miss you, but you will always be in my heart like a bright flame." So cute. This is a certificate I got after completing a piano recital with my very first piano teacher. I don't know why I kept this particular one. I think it was because it matches the dragon illustration, and I like that they were from the same era and they had the same color palette. We're in the upper corner now. This is falling off. So one thing about our apartment, it's very well ventilated, which is great because bad air and smells never last long. The downside of that is the air is also really dry, and we're renting, so I can't drill things into the walls, and I have everything stuck up with blue tack. Because the air is really dry, the blue tack hardens, and sometimes I'll have prints just falling off in the middle of the night. This is a Polaroid from Pride with my best friend. Now this one's really interesting. My partner loves this audiobook called, oh fuck, how do I have to pronounce it. Die drei Fragezeichen. Fragezeichen. He wanted me to paint a shirt for him with one of the audiobook covers, and I chose the one about a black cat, and this is the printout that I used to kind of trace onto the shirt. I like that you can see my painting process. Like, I was struggling to get this purpley color, and you can kind of see me experimenting with swatches down here. The print itself was bigger than A4, so I couldn't print the whole thing in one piece. So I like that you can see the layers. I had to print out multiple papers and tape them together. And if we go down here, so this is my desk. This is my journal. This is the screen where I do all my work, and I crocheted this little cozy to wrap around it with a little mushroom forest. It's got a panda from a Kinder Egg toy, 2 pigeons. These are real pigeon feathers from the ones that live on my balcony. Each one belongs to a different pigeon. And we've got a frog down here.
I don't know if you like this or not, but it shows your face in the mirror.
This is my keyboard. My partner's brother 3D printed me a little pigeon-shaped keycap that I love so much. Now back here is a subwoofer. I crocheted it to make it look like a big mushroom, and I've got this vine going around it. I'm just gonna quickly take you to see the other subwoofer. Here's the other subwoofer that's on the other side of the desk. It's supposed to be like upright, and it's got a little pigeon pin on it. And on the other side of the desk is the fridge. I had a phase when I was a kid where I was just obsessed with space and astronomy and planets. I thought I would just do more of a space theme for the fridge because it matches the metal, I guess. And we've got another label from my ramen restaurant, some other book clippings like the sandwich and the carton, this fridge magnet I got as a gift from my sister, and these ones of like the fruits and veggies were from the thrift store. Love that contrast between like really big dark photos of space versus the really colorful little fruits and veggies that come from earth and the ground. I don't know. I think that's all for here. Welcome to my bedroom. This is my closet. I don't have a lot of art in here because it's mostly used for sleeping and the lighting in here is not very good. Also, the walls are painted like a bluish color, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it's nice for sleeping. On our wardrobe, we do have some art that is falling off. Okay, anyway, a print that I got at a flea market. There's actually a note here. It's in Dutch. Some more book clippings. This one's really cute. It's a little kitty drinking from a bowl of milk. The Magician. More space stuff. This one's really pretty. I got it from the same book where I got that wave illustration. This is a painting that I made as a birthday gift for my partner because he really loves mice. The idea was like I tried to make it have the same color palette of that bedroom painting that Vincent van Gogh made. You know the one? Bedroom in somewhere. But I thought it was such a comforting color palette, and the idea is that this is like the floor of that bedroom and there's little mousies. So this one's name is Fritz and Eugene is teaching him how to skateboard. And this is Eugene's wife. Her name is Pipa. And there's these little poopies all over the floor. Now, if we just quickly go over here, there's not much, but I'll show you anyway. There's these fairy lights from IKEA. I just crocheted these little flowers. I've got a jellyfish here, but it can light up. Let me see if I can reach it. Well, you can't really see, but it's lit up, I swear. Let's come over here. Welcome to my bed. So these are my plushies. This big boy is Eep. We found him at a thrift store and fell in love immediately. He was super broken, like he was falling apart at the seams, and I managed to put most of him back together. My sewing skills aren't very good, so he's still kind of broken, but we love him so much. He's always in hibernation over here. This is Bartholomew. He's a little mousey that I crocheted, and he's got a little backpack, and it's held closed with a stitch marker. This is Cheems. So when I first started crochet, I had a phase where I would just make plushies. I thought they were so fun and so cute. I didn't know what to do with them. I ended up giving most of them away to my partner's niece. And this one was gonna be part of that giveaway, but we got really emotionally attached because he's so cute and he's so wonky. Again, I'm not good at sewing, so his feet are kind of lopsided and his snout is kind of smushed. I just think he's so cute. So now he's part of the family. I bought these boots for him, like these little baby shoes, but he always kicks them off. I don't know where the other one is, but that's Cheems and his boot. And these are the boys. Let's go back into the living room. Hello. I made this little arrangement because when we moved in here, the thing I disliked the most about the apartment are these overhead fidget spinner lights, so I wanted to disguise them by covering them with something nice. So I got a bunch of fake plants. This one's IKEA, this one's thrifted. My second dream catcher from like 10 years ago is here. I have more crochet jellyfish, and this actually lights up. It looks really nice at night because I wanted it to be like also an alternative lighting option because I don't like using the overhead lights. Is it a fire hazard? Probably. Is my landlord okay with it? Yes. So it's here to stay. Also, the pigeons that I talked about earlier are on the balcony right now and they're just chilling in the sun and it's really cute. There's also this wall, which is probably the most empty wall in our apartment. I used to have a tapestry here, but I didn't like it very much and I ended up taking it down. So now I'm trying to figure out what I want to fill this with. I might do something funny, like I might put a tapestry of like that one picture of Saul Volcano from Impractical Jokers. A friend of mine has like this pit bull tapestry. It says live, love, laugh, Mr. Worldwide, and it's so freaking funny and I want to do something similar. But if you guys have any ideas for what I can put here, please let me know down in the comments. Hello. This isn't technically like home decor, but I wanted to include it anyway. This is my shelf with all my art supplies. It's mostly journaling stuff because I love doing like scrapbooking and like just putting everything under the sun in my journals. So I've got all my scraps here, like magazine cuttings, origami paper. These are my 2 old journals that I've already used up. Some sewing supplies. This area is kind of, I don't know. It's basically my yarn stash and all my works in progress. How do I say this? I'm a very anti-consumerist person. I don't like buying things new, but I also don't like wasting things, like throwing things out when they're half broken when they technically still work. My desire to own as little belongings as possible really clashes with, I guess, my creativity, because I'll see a ball of yarn at a thrift store and I'll be like, well, I'm gonna make something out of it. I don't want it to waste away here. I'm gonna take it home. But now I just have this notorious stash that every textile artist has. I'm not happy with how large of a collection it is, but at the same time, I like the security of knowing that whenever I want to start a project, there's materials for me to work with. Originally, this was going to be my works in progress, but then I have a second works in progress box. And then I have all of my spare yarn here that isn't in use. I don't know, I think the yarn management could just be better. But I digress. These are more craft supplies, like I have my washi tapes. You can just look in. It is so cluttered, like it just needs management. I might make a video one of these days, just like reorganizing all of my art supplies. I've really tried. It's gotten better, but it's still not where I want it to be. Here I have some magazines. In this gift bag is like old packaging, and I use it for when I send out gifts or packages. Perler beads. Are they called perler beads? Or like just wax beads? I don't know. This is a utility box. My partner and I have very sniffly noses, so it's like a fuck ton of tissues, a lighter, sleeping pills, paracetamol, wipes, blister band-aids, all that. Also in this compartment, I have my presser foot for my sewing machine, which is above my head. Books. This is my bag that I fill with crochet and sewing supplies when I'm on the go. So this is my art stash, kind of hoarding it like a raccoon. The last thing I want to show you is my sewing machine. I've been wanting a Singer heavy duty for a very long time, and I hesitated because it was a lot of money and it takes up a lot of space. But eventually I figured it would pay for itself. The only thing I regret is not getting one in black or pink. I didn't know that those were colors that I could get this in, but anyway, it's here now and I love it very much. I've decorated it with a bunch of stickers. Some of these I made myself by just printing and adding tape. Others I got from my friend. This one I got from a friend of mine. Rumlaufen, Stress machen. We got a little kitty. Pikachu. This is a photo of two pigeons that live on my balcony. This one unfortunately passed away, and this is one of my favorite memories of her. This one's fallen off. It's the sus homophobic dog. I have to restick that. Got Hello Kitty, Brat, and a Minecraft carrot. We have Totoro, ramen bowl is my melody, rice balls, Minecraft flower, Miffy, Ninja for the Duchies, tree trunks from Adventure Time, Peppa Pig, Jungle Skunk from IKEA. This is that pigeon from like GTA or The Sims. I don't remember. The really like poorly rendered pigeon. This is the smirking cat, the sleeping cat with the drool, Minecraft bed. Chims, the the Shiba Inu, this is Kuromi. These are the bath tokens from Spirited Away. On the top, I'm just gonna hold it. We have a Minecraft mushroom. This is another sticker of one of my dear pigeons who passed away a while ago. I miss her dearly. I've left her some Minecraft seeds. That's my sewing machine. And that was the tour. Back where we started. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun just like going around and yapping about everything that I love and care about in this apartment. Stay tuned for more videos. I would love to do a plant tour at some point because my plants are also very special to me. I also have a tutorial coming up for these arm warmers. The sun is setting and all the pigeons are coming home, so I'm gonna end this video and go hang out with them. Okay, thank you. Bye.